and ciao. What's up, everybody? So this is part 2 of moving your entire life to a new country. We typically focus on Southeast Asia in this, and Greater Asia. Somebody got on me that, you know, Korea and Japan aren't Southeast Asia, but okay, Asia. But let's get to the first thing. All right, so we already covered you got to sell all your shit, and you got to do that right away. That takes like a year, especially if you have a lot of stuff. I had a lot of junk and shit I didn't need, so that took me a long time to sell my stuff. And like I said, towards the end I started giving away shit. I gave my neighbor a bunch of shit. I just gave away like everything for a while. So you want to sell your shit. You want to figure out your visa situation at that country, whether it be Thailand, Vietnam, Japan, Korea, whatever that is. You need to figure that out. If you're gonna work, and you want to work, oh, skater down. He was going hard though. But if you want to work, then you should apply for the job ahead of time and get the job ahead of time and have them figure out your work permit and your visa and all that stuff. If you're gonna do the 1-year tourism thing like I did here, you're gonna need to plan your money properly. That's one big thing, is managing your money. So I didn't come with much. I came with around $3,000, and that lasted me. You have to understand though, I had a computer business in America that owed me $2,600 every month. So, but they started to go to shit. Like, that company started having financial problems, like my main client, as I moved here. So my payments came slow, but I made it happen for a long time. For you know, my first 8 months here, 7 months, I was able to get, even if it was a month or two late, that was enough to keep me sustained. So if you're gonna come with a little amount, like, oh, this dude's got the new Note, the 20 Ultra. He's flexing it, he's like holding it. Anyways, you're gonna wanna manage money here if you're gonna come with a little bit, like 5K or less. You're gonna want a cheap apartment, 500 or less. You're gonna need to plan out your days to party, maybe just like a Friday or a Saturday. And then don't take a debit card with you, and only take a certain amount of money so you don't get drunk and like dip into the extra funds and waste a bunch of money on a fun drunk night. Granted, that can be fun. You can do that 1 or 2 times, but that's an easy way to dissipate all of your funds. Let's walk towards the fountain. I'll point the camera away from my ugly mug. But yeah, you're gonna want to manage money. Money can go very quickly here, even though it's a super cheap country. Same as in Thailand, and well, I mean, Korea and Japan. You're gonna need, I think I talked about this last time, but if you're going to Korea or Japan, you're gonna need like 10, 15K moving out there to like have a good mental wellness. But if you have a job locked down, you know, like I talked about on either of these 2 places, then it's not that big of a deal. 2 or 3K will get you by, you know, until you get your first checks from your job. As far as for Vietnam, the best paying jobs here are teaching. So if you have a college degree, 2-year, and you have some kind of TEFL or whatever certificate, you can make pretty much 20, 25 bucks an hour here. If you only have a TEFL, you can make around 15 an hour, which is still pretty good. You can private tutor. You know, networking, of course, is going to be key. So if you're good at networking, like right when you get here, that can help you out a long ways. I mean, I'm going to say for any of these countries, networking is going to have to be a part of your playbook. Getting to know people, finding someone that's knowledgeable, meeting someone that knows a lot of people that can hook you up. Like when I first got here, I had quite a few DJ gigs because I met a really cool dude on Boy Vane. Shout out June if you're watching my shit. And he hooked me up with DJ gigs. So that kind of stuff goes a really long way, and just the fact of matter getting shit done. And I think that applies to any country, anywhere. You know, if you network good and meet someone that's willing and able to help you and they really like you, you can get pretty far in that way. So the other things I want to talk about besides money management is booking a flight. The best way, I'm going to give away a secret that I've used for years. The last 7-8 years I've been world traveling is you get a VPN. And you get a VPN, you travel to Sweden, and you act like you're in Sweden while looking at flights. And I typically get flights $500 to $800 cheaper than what they are. The same flight would be as if I booked it as an American in America. So I don't know why that works that way, but it does. It's a big pro tip. No sponsorship here, but I use Molvad VPN. It's a great VPN. I don't know how the sun's looking. The sun's crushing us. I use Molvad VPN though. And yeah, I travel to Sweden. Same with my booking. I use booking.com usually strictly for hotels because, you know, there's a lot of user reviews usually and you can scan through them all and read them. So yeah, I get way cheaper rates by using a VPN and booking things that way. So last I went to Hong Kong, you know, I booked as if I was from Sweden and the flight was like $50 round trip from Cathay Airlines, which is, I don't know if you've ever ridden Cathay Airlines, but literally one of the best airlines in the world. So absolutely fantastic service. I know it's owned partially by China, but what can I say? They still have a good air service, so it is what it is. Okay, so we've covered all that stuff. Now the next thing I want to talk about is I brushed upon this last time with the shoes. So if you're a big guy, if you're like 6'1", like I am, and like 200 pounds, I would bring a lot more clothing than I did. Because it's very, this is mainly for Vietnam. I think you can get pretty real decent clothing in Korea and Japan, if I remember right. Yeah, I could get bigger sizes in Japan, I know that for sure. I didn't do much clothes shopping anytime I've ever been in Seoul, so I can't confirm that. But in Tokyo, for sure, you can get bigger guy size clothes. But here in Vietnam, it's very difficult, and it's all knockoff shit. So like, it's, you know, Benthon style market stuff that, you know, the armpit stitches wear out like after wearing the shirt twice. You know, it's very, very low quality. So you're gonna want to bring, especially shit that you know is unique, that you like. Like, I say I should have bought 4 pairs of the shoes I like because I have, like, you know, plantar fasciitis, and I use Under Armour Hoover 2.0s. They're the best shoes I've ever used in my life. I should have bought a bunch of pairs because while I can get them on like an external site, they're like 300, 400 bucks with like the shipping and all that. So I'm not gonna pay that. So I have to have someone from home ship them, and they usually get here, but you know, it takes forever. You know, last I had my mom buy a pair, and bless my mom, she's the greatest, but she bought me these like blue that go with nothing. But like now my pair I wore here has like completely... Xin chào, thank you. So, you know, that first pair is worn out as of like a week ago. So now I've got to wear these blue shoes that don't match with anything. Although the comfort's there, you know. So, other stuff, I want to implore how important the visa is. Like, you've got to figure out your visa situation, because it can become super stressful. Like, I'm in the middle of like visa shit right now because we were gonna do an investor visa, which was pretty easy to get here before July 1st, and then Vietnam decided to just make everything super difficult and change it all around, and you have to have way too much money for an like, I don't know what Vietnam's point on doing that is. Doesn't make a lot of sense. It's gonna push out a lot of people. And, you know, I get there's, well, two sides to the coin here, but for the most part, most Westerners I know here live in a nicer apartment and spend a lot of money here. They spend all the money that they make here, so that's a lot of injection into the economy here. So I think it's counterproductive that they changed a lot of the laws. And it's mainly for, you know, they want to collect on taxes, but it's short-sighted. I foresee Vietnam changing that visa policy again very soon, within a year or two, because they're going to see a decline in economy for sure. Well, let alone just from like COVID. But as far as planning, you know, I say that year timeline, it's going to be longer. I don't know about like Indonesia supposedly opening soon, but I don't think Vietnam will be open earliest in a year for you to get here like easily without like getting an expert visa, going through an agency, and then they're gonna take a cut of your pay, vice versa type shit. Or you're gonna pay a lot to get here. So you've got plenty of time. So like, and you don't have to move to Asia. You can move anywhere, any country. I don't know about visas in every country, but if you want to move to Europe somewhere, you know, this is for all places. I shouldn't have labeled it how to move to Southeast Asia, but it's what I know about and what I have first world experience in. So that's kind of what I'm giving you is my lessons from what I've learned here. Another thing is the lease. When you sign the lease, fight like hell to get a 6-month lease. If it's in like a Viet neighborhood or a Viet apartment building that's not like a Vin Homes or like a nice high-rise, like a Pearl, or fight like hell for a 6-month. Even if the rent's a little bit more, it's worth it because they stick to their leases, man. It's a total pain in the ass. I wish I didn't sign a year lease with the place I'm at now, you know. The landlord was pretty cool. Like right when COVID hit, they did, you know, a 2-month reduction, but now he's right back to like wanting the full price. And you know, I feel like the tone at which they come at me is they don't even want to renegotiate again. They would rather have an empty unit, which is super weird. It's the same with the restaurants too. It's really weird. Like most restaurants are upping their price on things. Like I don't understand. Like the Indian place like that I ate at the underground market, they had scratched out everything and added 20K to like every price, which was mind-blowing. I don't know if they don't understand that just having money come in, whether it's like less than what it should be, it's the fact that the money is coming in. So, you know, I can't explain that. I grew up in a pawn shop, so I understand that, you know, a fast penny is better than a really slow dime. You know, that's a saying that you learn in a pawn shop when you're a pawnbroker growing up with a father that's had 50 years experience as a pawnbroker. So, I mean, yeah, you're gonna wanna get your money right. You're gonna wanna sell all your shit. You're gonna wanna clear your debts if you have debts, because you don't wanna be chasing any of that shit. Or say if like you do wanna go back home, you know, you don't wanna have like a fucking 300 credit rating so you can't even rent an apartment in America, because America's insane now. You know, if you don't have a 700 credit rating, you get like a 30% interest loan on your car. Like, America kind of has a broken system on a lot of that stuff now, and there's not enough education for debt and credit cards and things like this. You know, what they teach you in school is so pretty much not what you should be learning. You need to learn real world shit. Like, you know, I think when I was in school, they were teaching me how to balance a checkbook. I think that's as far as they went. So, I mean, yeah. So like, yeah, you want to really manage your money.
Hello, good, how are you?
I met this guy before. He asked for money. He'll like give me this whole spiel on like how he has no money and be like, give me money, I have no money. I met him months ago. He doesn't remember me. I'm busy filming. Okay. Dambi. So, yeah, they have beggars here, just like in America. This man happens to be one of them. That's so funny he doesn't remember me. Pretty good on-camera moment, though. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, this video, I really just wanted to be, like, managed money. It's 15 minutes. I think that's long enough. I would really like it if you guys in the comments want to know, like, more stuff. I think next time we're going to cover bank accounts, how to open a bank account here, how to shuffle your money from America to here, how to get a driver's license here, doing your stamp properly on your visa when you're here, making sure that your apartment has reported you to the local police, stuff like that. So that, I already know what we're going to do for the next video. It'd be great if you guys could come up with ideas for the fourth video. All right, guys. As ever, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I was reading my stats today. 74% of my views are from not subscribed. So come on, just hit the little button. I'm not much on asking shit like that, but tap that fucking button. You don't even have to hit the bell. Just tap subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. So, as ever, I hope this information was helpful. And if you have any criticism or comments to add, just leave it in the comments, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day, week, morning, afternoon, whatever you're doing. Peace.